In the beginning, pages 120 to 124, this is the hydroplate theory, an overview. Let's take a look at the picture first. Okay. The Grand Canyon, probably the most spectacular of the 7 wonders of the natural world, is the Grand Canyon. It is awesome when viewed from its rim, but even more so from the air. From above, new insights become obvious, as you will see. For example, have you ever wondered how the Grand Canyon formed? Since the late 1800s, the standard answer has been primarily the Colorado River carved the Grand Canyon over millions of years. If that happened, wouldn't you expect to find a gigantic river delta where the Colorado River enters the Gulf of California? It's not there, nor have geologists found it anywhere else. Where did all the dirt go? 2,800 cubic miles of it. Notice the 4 segments of the river near the center of the picture. Compare the thin river with the canyon's vast expanse. Could that relatively small river carve such a huge, wide, and deep canyon? If so, why hasn't the same thing happened along dozens of faster and larger rivers? Why do hundreds of side canyons, with no visible water source to erode them, enter the Grand Canyon? In first studying the overview chapter and then the chapter on the Grand Canyon, page 224 to 265, you will see a gigantic and focused water source and a surprisingly simple but complete explanation for the Grand Canyon's rapid formation, as well as the answer to where all the dirt went. As you might expect, the Grand Canyon's origin is directly related to the origin of many other amazing and mysterious sites in the southwest United States. There's the Grand Canyon. Yeah, how'd that little river make that big canyon? All right. Okay. And I love PDFs better. Okay, let's go into, not that. Let's go into the hydroplate theory and overview. Okay, here we go. The hydroplate theory and overview. New evidence shows that the flood has experienced a devastating worldwide flood whose waters violently burst forth from under the Earth's crust. Standard textbook explanations for many of the Earth's primary features are scientifically flawed. We can now explain, using well-understood phenomena, how this cataclysmic event rapidly formed so many features. These and other mysteries listed below and briefly described in the text on the next 11 pages are best explained by an earth-shaking event, far more catastrophic than almost anyone has imagined. Entire chapters are devoted to the italicized chapters listed below. The Grand Canyon, mid-oceanic ridge, Earth's major components, ocean trenches, earthquakes in the Ring of Fire, magnetic variations on the ocean floor, submarine canyons, coal and oil, methane hydrates, ice age, frozen mammoths, page 275, major mountain ranges, overthrusts, volcanoes and lava, geothermal heat, strata and layered fossils, page 205, limestone, page 267, metamorphic rock, plateaus, the moho and black smokers, salt domes, jigsaw fit of the continents, changing tilt of the Earth's axis, comets, page 309, asteroids, meteoroids, and transneptune objects, page 345, Earth's radioactivity, page 387. Each appears to be a consequence of a sudden, unrepeatable event, a global flood whose waters erupted from interconnected worldwide subterranean chambers with a directed energy release focused upward that exceeded the explosive energy released of trillions of hydrogen bombs. The hydroplate theory, explained later in this chapter, will resolve all these mysteries. But first, what is a hydroplate? Before the global flood, an ocean of water was under Earth's crust. Pressure increases in the subterranean water ruptured. Pressure increases in this subterranean water ruptured that crust, breaking it into plates. The escaping water formed the Earth because hydro means water. Those crustal plates will be called hydroplates, where and why they broke, how they moved, and hundreds of other details and evidence, all consistent with the laws of physics, explain so many of Earth's primary features and constitute the hydroplate theory. Plate tectonics. Currently, the most widely taught theory in the earth sciences has many little known problems. According to this theory, a dozen or so plates, each 30 to 60 miles thick, are moving relative to each other like rafts on Earth's surface. They move about an inch a year, at the rate a fingernail grows. Continents and oceans ride on top of these plates. Some continents, such as North America, are on more than one plate. For example, different parts of North America, separated by the San Andreas Fault, running up through the Western California, are sliding past each other. A fault is a large fracture in the earth along with slippage has occurred. Supposedly, material deep inside the earth is rising toward the crest of the entire mid-oceanic ridge, a strange feature that wraps around the earth like the seam of a baseball. This claimed motion, called seafloor spreading, would be similar to that of two conveyor belts rising together from under a floor and then moving along the floor in opposite directions. If plate tectonics happened on Earth, why is it not seen on other planets? As you will see on page 500, recently declassified data falsifies plate tectonics.